Climate change is not just an issue for individual countries, territories, or specific individuals. Our team will present research on the impact of extreme weather caused by climate change on coal mining activities in Hạ Long, Quang Ninh. Our group presentation has 5 main contents. The first is the Hạ Long City climate patterns. Second is why coal industry. The third is about the effects of extreme weather events on operations. The fourth is about the effect of extreme weather events on safety. And the final part is the solutions. Climate change has caused many difficulties for coal mining operations in Hạ Long, Quang Ninh. Heavy rains and frequent storms led to landslides, flooding in mining pits, and damage to infrastructure. These impacts not only increase operating costs but also affect labor safety and the environment. Specifically, during the natural disaster between 2015 and 2024, damages amounted to trillions of dong, clearly highlighting the challenges that the coal industry here is facing in the increasingly complex context of climate change. Come to the first part, Introduction to Hạ Long City. About the climate characteristics. The general climate characteristic. Hạ Long City, located in Quang Ninh Province, lies in northeastern Vietnam, bordering Hạ Long Bay. Hạ Long City has a coastal climate with 2 distinct seasons, a hot and rainy summer from May to October, and a dry and cold winter from November to April. The average annual temperature is around 23.7 Celsius degree, with most rainfall occurring during the summer. In summer, the average high temperature is 34.9 Celsius degree, with the hottest reaching up to 38 Celsius degree. In winter, the average low temperature is 30.7 Celsius degree, with the coldest dropping to 5 Celsius degree. There are 4 common natural disasters in Hạ Long, namely heat waves, flooding, heavy rains, and tropical storms. The tropical storms, about 2 to 3 storms per year, with around 30 storms making landfall in Hạ Long, Quang Ninh over the past 70 years. Climate change has been causing significant changes in both the frequency and severity of natural disasters in Hạ Long City, Quang Ninh. Let's move to part 2, reasons for choosing the coal industry in Hạ Long City. Firstly, Hạ Long is a coastal tourism city, home to Hạ Long Bay, a world natural wonder. The second reason is about the large coal resources. Coal is the main industry in Hạ Long City. This creates favorable conditions for the extraction and development of the coal industry. Thirdly, about the significant economic contribution. According to the Vietnam National Coal and Mineral Industry Group, TKV, the coal industry makes a major contribution to the local budget, accounting for up to 67% of the province's annual domestic revenue. And the fourth reason is about employment opportunities. The coal industry creates many job opportunities for local residents, helping to improve living standards and foster community development.
We will continue with the part 3, the impact of the extreme weather events on coal mining operations in Hạ Long City. The first extreme event is heat waves. Actually, hot and sunny years have little significant impact on coal mining activities. In fact, such conditions are considered favorable. Well, during these times, the primary environmental activities include planting and maintaining trees to restore the environment, greening waste dumps, managing solid and hazardous waste, and spraying water to suppress dust in mining and processing areas. The time spent on these activities is minimal, and the regular annual environmental budgets cover the cost as planned. In 2019, Hạ Long was one of the areas which was severely affected by the El Niño phenomenon, occurs when the sea surface temperature in the Pacific Ocean warms abnormally, causing significant changes in global weather patterns, such as abnormal high temperatures and droughts. The chart below shows the average precipitation and average temperature over the past 6 years in Hạ Long City. We can see that the precipitation of 2019 was the lowest compared to other years, which was only around 1,500 millimeters. But the average annual temperatures were the highest at 24.9 degrees Celsius. However, under extreme heat, coal mining activities were not significantly affected. Okay, so let's look at the chart of regular environmental cost, including key activities such as landscaping, waste treatment of solid and hazardous waste, and the coal output of 4 coal miners in Hạ Long City in 2019, and compared to that in other years, which were not affected by the El Niño phenomenon. As we can see, the regular environmental cost and the coal production in other years compared to 2019 did not experience significant fluctuation. The coal production in 2019 compared to 2018 not only did not increase, but also even doubled. The regular environmental cost in 2019 compared to 2018 also increased, but not that much, and were even lower than that in the following years. So, to conclude, the heat waves did not affect the coal mining operation processes, as evidenced by the coal production and the regular safety cost of the 4 miners in Hạ Long City, because the management and the adjustment measures has been established to ensure the continuous and efficient operation of equipment and workers in the harsh environment. Additionally, the company has invested in modern technology and equipment, optimizing the mining process while ensuring the safety of workers. As a result, regardless of how hot the weather gets, coal mining activities continue normally and without interruption. And next, we'll move to the second event, heavy rains and floods caused by typhoon. And this is a type of natural disaster that has the most severe impact on the coal mining industry in Hạ Long City, especially in terms of finances. Heavy rains and floods caused by tropical storms have led to significant damage to the infrastructure and the facilities of the 4 miners in Hạ Long City, particularly through 2 historical flooding events in Hạ Long in July 2015 and Typhoon Yagi in September 2024. The total damage to the coal industry in Quang Ninh during the historical flood in 2015 was over 500 billion Vietnam dong, according to Quang Ninh newspaper, with damage reported by several coal companies in Hạ Long City as followed. The flooding and landslides have caused severe damage to multiple coal companies. As we can see on the slides, all 4 companies in Hạ Long City was affected by this flood, and it also significantly impacts their operation and production capabilities. The loss of thousands of tons of coal, along with the destruction of infrastructure and equipment, highlights the vulnerabilities of coal industry resilience to extreme weather events. Urgent measures are needed to improve disaster preparedness and infrastructure stability to mitigate future risks and protect both workers and resources.
Parking my scooter underground was a good idea because this is where it was.
During the Typhoon Yagi on September 7, 2024, the total damage across of all the companies under Vietnam Coal and Mineral Industry Group existed 810 billion Vietnam dong, which damages for coal companies in Hạ Long reported as followed. As we can see, the pie chart illustrates the total damage caused of the 4 companies in Hạ Long City after the Typhoon Yagi. Hà Tu suffered the most significant losses, totaling 109.4 billion Vietnam dong. Núi Béo incurred damage of 76 billion Vietnam dong, and Hà Lâm faced losses of 28 billion Vietnam dong, and Hòn Gai has the least impact with 3 billion Vietnam dong. And in detail, the Typhoon Yagi has damaged the large amount of infrastructure and the facilities of all 4 mining companies in Hạ Long City. The extensive damage caused by Typhoon number 3 underscore the critical needs for improved infrastructure resilience and disaster preparedness within the companies. The loss of life and widespread destruction of facilities and equipment highlights the vulnerabilities faced by workers and operations in the coal mining sector. Furthermore, the environmental impact of destroyed trees and calls for urgent attention to restoration efforts and sustainable practices. Following includes some images and videos illustrating the devastation caused by Typhoon Yagi to the facilities and infrastructure of 4 coal companies in Hạ Long City.
So climate change impact on production situ, and here we had 3 impacts. The first one, natural disasters such as storm, heavy rain, and floods can severely impact production situ, especially in the mining sector. Secondly, when disasters occur, mining activity often have to be halted to ensure the safety of workers and equipment, leading to a significant reduction in output. And the last one, authority typically impose bans on mining during the times, preventing companies from maintaining production and forcing them to invest time and resources to repair damage and restart operation. So this not only delay project completion, but also affect the entire supply chain, creating long-term repercussions for the sustainable development of the industry. We have example. During the historic flood in Hạ Long City 2015, Núi Béo Coal Company had to lay off 837 workers from July 26 to August 5, 2015 to arrest the aftermath of the flooding. In summary, extreme weather events have significantly impacted the operation of the coal mining industry in Hạ Long from 2018 to 2024, particularly regarding the costs incurred by coal mines and public users during the recovery effort to stabilize production. Additionally, the event has caused additional damage to offices of coal company, such as falling trees and damaged roof of facility. Furthermore, during period of extreme weather, coal mines must temporarily halt operation to ensure the safety of their workers, which severely affect mining process and the renewal of company. Part 4. The impact of the natural disaster on the safety of the coal mining industry. This is a pie chart about the cost of human capital during the coal production process, and we have 5 causes. The first cause, failure to timely identify safety health, as some workers have limited skill, experience, and awareness regarding occupational safety and health, leading to complacency, violation of regulation, procedure, and safety measures. Second cause, drowning, accident in car and motorcycle, electric shock. And third cause, collapse of the mining fence layer and failure of safety. Fourth cause, methane gas explosion, ignition of mines, broken coal, collapse in working phase, mine fire. And the last one, fifth cause, flooding, landslide, and exhaustion due to extreme heat. Among 5 types of causes mentioned above are not directly caused by natural disasters related to climate change. They are primarily subject causes due to human negligence, management issues, or other objective causes that are natural but not directly caused by disaster. However, natural disasters such as heavy rainfall, prolonged flooding can have indirect effects or exacerbate the above phenomena. The most frequent causes of human casualties are methane gas explosion, inundation, and rock and coal collapses, which stem from human carelessness or unexpected accident.
Our team wants to suggest some solutions to address this problem. It's also the final part of our product. So let's move on to 5 solutions. The first one is technical solutions. At the beginning of the dry season, deep excavation is carried out to form a mining system with inclined pit bottom or a mining system with 2-level pit bottom to reduce the flood and mud. The drainage pumping system with a large capacity and high thrust is strengthened. Belong to the actual water flow, the mining has to have a reasonable pump operation to ensure water drainage in the rainy season. It is necessary to upgrade and renovate transport works, solidify the slopes, build dikes, dams, and drainage around the foot of the waste rock dams, renovate and restore the environment and plant trees to both ensure stability and prevent the waste rock dams from slipping and restore the environmental landscape. Moreover, implementing barriers and glass doors is crucial to prevent water from entering the auxiliary shafts, mitigating the risk of flooding in the central mining area, and to gather and install pumps for dewatering. The second one is management solutions. It's important to build their flexible response plans suitable for realities such as plans to respond to strong storms and superstorms, developing the map of flash floods and landslides for headlong areas, plans for storm prevention concurrently with the implementation of mining drainage, dredging the system of ditches and streams, plans to relocate and resettle residential areas located in weak geological and landslides. And the final solutions we want to suggest is arrange resources for incident response and have training courses to improve the qualifications of workers who play important roles in plans for climate change and sea level rise response. It's really crucial to set up disaster insurance funds and implement livelihood support policies for officials and people living around the mining area when environmental incidents happen.
So that is the end of our project. Thank you everyone for listening to our project until the end. I hope that it can help you a lot in understanding about how climate change affects coal exploitation in Hạ Long, Quang Ninh. See you next time.